Good day, YouTube. My name is Dan, and welcome to another episode of Cryptolite. My bank gives me an interest of 3% a year. How about you? How would you like a chance to earn 500 to 2000% on your investment this year? The cryptocurrency market last year saw many coins go up over 2000 to almost 5000% profit. This year, the prediction is a bit more conservative, but there is still a lot of expectation that many coins will go up over 1000%, meaning 10 times gains, to up to 2020 times gains. Today, I want to talk to you about a coin that I believe has such potential. The coin is Icon. Icon is a big coin on the crypto market. It's currently sitting as the 23rd biggest market cap in the crypto market. It was in the top 20 at the end of last year. People who have been in crypto for a little while would have heard of this name, and some would know it as the first Korean public blockchain or just another blockchain platform. But Icon is really so much more than just another blockchain platform. The reason many people don't fully understand Icon is because it's a big project with many technical aspects. And if you Google what is Icon project, you will be bombarded with technical terms such as loop chain, loop fault tolerance, nexus, spinning, Da Vinci, etc. Technical terms that put the standard crypto investor off. And I believe the main reason this project is still undervalued is simply because people in crypto don't understand the greatness of what Icon is trying to achieve. So doing what we always do, I'm going to try and explain to you in simple terms today what this project is and why I think it has so much potential. What is Icon? The Icon project is two main things. The first, it is a blockchain platform to build decentralized apps or dApps. dApps are basically blockchain projects. So it's like Ethereum, Neo, EOS, etc. The advantage of Icon in this area is its speed. It uses a different technology called loop chain to improve its speed, and it boasts up to 9,000 transactions per second in the future. This is huge, considering most networks are boasting 1,000 to 2,005 transactions per second, and that's the top platforms. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two biggest platforms, are only doing 7 and 16 transactions per second. I'll talk a bit more about how Icon is so fast later on. The second aspect of Icon, which really is its standout feature, is its ability to hyperconnect blockchain, and it does this through what is called the nexus. To understand it, you have to understand this complicated picture. But follow me and I'll make it easy for you to understand this picture. Now, imagine this. If I was to walk into an investment company as a potential investor today, they would have to check and verify first my identification, and that might include scanning my driver's license, checking with the transport authority, maybe the immigration department, and even the police department to make sure that I'm not a criminal. They would also have to verify my financial status by contacting my bank and any other financial institutions I may have previously been involved in to prove that my financial record is healthy. This whole process is very long and could take a matter of days. But now, imagine if I could shorten this whole process down to a few seconds. How can we do that? Now, we know that information on the blockchain cannot be erased or altered, meaning that information on the blockchain is trustworthy. And if I can prove or link the investment company to all these other agencies, then the investment company doesn't have to contact them directly because all the data about me is available on the blockchain and reliable. It gets a little bit more complicated though, because different companies could be on different blockchains. For example, the transport authorities could be using Ethereum blockchain, but my bank could be using Neo blockchain. And so then there will be this breakdown of communication between the two. Icon, however, can bridge the gap by establishing a direct contact between the two parties. Essentially, Icon bridges the communication between different blockchains, something that no one else has done. If blockchain projects use smart contracts to communicate with one another, Icon bridges the gap by creating a new smart contract just for that line of communication. So in other words, the way it builds that communication link is by creating smart contract for smart contracts. That process is called a loop chain. It's a really simple concept addressing a huge problem in the blockchain industry, but no one else has thought of it and no one else is doing it. So Icon basically at this point in time has a monopoly of this whole market, which is huge. What's even better is that they have just launched their mainnet a fortnight ago, so they not only have the concept, they have a working product for this, which further reinforces their monopoly and it makes them almost indispensable to the blockchain technology moving forward. So the smart contract that writes smart contracts, or the smart contracts for the smart contracts, is called loop chain. Now let me explain to you what is loop fault tolerance. Now traditionally in the blockchain work, the work is decentralized to thousands of people who are willing to do the work. The reward for the work would be tokens, and this process is called mining. We're familiar with that. The process of doing that work is different for each blockchain. Now some use the proof of work, others use the proof of stake. Icon uses the loop fault tolerance. The advantage of loop fault tolerance is that it consolidates messages and simplifies it through a technique called spinning, because otherwise it would be as slow as Ethereum or Bitcoin. To speed it up, it consolidates, it simplifies. The technique is called spinning, and it vastly improves the transaction speed compared to proof of work or proof of stake. So loop chain is the building of communication lines, and loop fault tolerance is the technology that drives it. Following so far? Now, if one loop chain creates a single communication line between two parties as a hyperconnecting network, Icon will have thousands, if not millions, of loop chains. This collection of loop chains is then known as the nexus. I love the name nexus. It reminds me of StarCraft. Now, as you can imagine them, this nexus is a growing and evolving system with more and more loop chains being added in and more communication happening within it. This is known as the ecosystem of the Icon network. Now, for those of us who want to mine Icon tokens, we can partake in this work by installing nodes on our computer. And these nodes are what will process the LFTs, the loop fault tolerance, and get the work done. All of us who install a node represented by those little colored circles will be called citizen nodes. Okay. At the same time, for every major connection with a new blockchain, okay, there will be a master node that is called a delegate. Now, this master node will presumably do more and earn more. He or she will be decided based on the voting of the citizens in that community. So it's expected that some of them may promise the community some benefits like sharing a part of their earnings back with the citizens. Now, how much we get paid is determined by this software called the DaVinci. Okay, DaVinci has four parts to it. There is DaVinci Labs, DaVinci Analyst, DaVinci Bot, and DaVinci Big Data. For simplicity's sake, okay, think of DaVinci like an AI accountant for Icon. It not only determines the payout that the miners get, it also automates report generations, sale and customer innovation, and does data collection and utilization. So basically, it's like a super accounting software. There is also the talk of staking in the sense of storing your Icon tokens in a wallet and getting commission, but no one knows the details. So if anyone tells you that they know how it's going to work now, they are lying. The company have said officially that it's only scheduled to be released at the end of April, or rather the news of it is only scheduled to be released at the end of April. Moving on to the team. It's a very big team, you can take your time and go through the website, and they split it up into the different departments. Now, you would have to actually go and read all of their resumes that's kind of printed out, and they all have pictures, which is great. But in summary, it's a solid team. Okay, there are no major superstars whose name would stand out that you would recognize if I mention it. But on the whole, the team has a lot of experience and maturity. It's a very impressive team, probably one of the more impressive teams in blockchain community, I would say. The partners listed on their website are mostly their blockchain partners. Worth mentioning, I guess, is that they have a lot of local partners within Korea or South Korea, including Woori Bank, 3 universities, a major domestic hospital network, and an insurance network, including Kyobo Life Insurance. And this is already up and running. And they did the test net on this network of organizations, which was very impressive number. And then now they have launched their mainnet. Okay, and the reason that they needed to have started with so many local partners is because Icon is by nature a hyper connecting project. So they needed a local scene to be able to test and demonstrate that they can hyper connect. And it was easier just to start with the local companies in Korea who knew each other and could trust each other. But here on, it has been tested, it has been proven, mainnet is officially launched, and we can expect more international partnerships. And they have already started building international partnerships, one with the more outstanding being SBI Ripple Asia, which is a consortium of more than 60 Japanese banks. An article released about 2 weeks ago also shows that its focus on adoption this year is going to focus on 5 areas of society: securities, insurance, banking, education, and healthcare. I think short of military, that's basically all the major pillars of society. So we certainly have a lot to look forward to in terms of partnership with Icon this year. Now, just for completeness sake, I want to mention briefly why Icon went under the radar of the crypto market as a whole this year. You see, Icon started off strong. They were a hot favorite towards the end of 2017, but they were due to launch their mainnet in December of 2017. However, there was a delay and the release was only released 1 month later at the end of January. But at the point when they announced that they were going to delay launching the mainnet, you got to understand that the crypto community is a very skeptical community. So if a company says that they can't release their mainnet in time, there's going to be a sub portion of people who will lose the faith and wonder if the delay was part of the company being a scam company. And also around that time in December, it was happening at the time of the altcoin bull run. And so there were many other coins that were going up 20, 30 times in price. And so a lot of crypto traders jumped ship onto more alternative altcoins. But now that Icon has been launched, they have proven that they're not a scam, they are a working mainnet and they are still growing. And so very quickly over the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of talk on Icon, and they've now become the only solution to a very big problem in cross communication across blockchains and are becoming very popular again. Now, some of the upcoming events to look out for. I do apologize for the quality of this picture. It's a picture of a picture actually. It was taken from the screen of their recent summit and is the more updated roadmap. I couldn't find a clearer picture on the internet. I must have been looking in the wrong places. Okay, but near future events to look out for is the wallet release. Okay, even though they've said that the wallet release has already come out, it's not really functioning yet. Okay, and the wallet release is expected to be fully functioning together with the token swap in March. So currently they are ERC20 token, but they've launched their own mainnet. So all the tokens are going to swap over, and that's going to happen in March. In April, we are awaiting the ICO platform launch, and the value of any platform is always determined by the volume and the quality of the projects on the platform. So the more successful projects you have, the higher the value of the platform will be. So that's something for us to look forward to, because as they add more and more ICOs and more new projects being built on their platform, we can expect a steady growth in the Icon token price. Now, the other upcoming rumors of what might happen soon, and this is just rumors, is that they may be listed on Coin1. Now, this is because Dai Financials owns Coin1, but Dai Financials also owns The Loop, which owns Icon. So being somewhat affiliated, there's a lot of talk that they may be added onto Coin1 soon. Coin1 is a very big Korean exchange. It is among the top 10 trading volume in the world. So imagine if Korea's first public blockchain success, which is Icon, which is currently still in hype because of mainnet launch and upcoming updates like the wallet and the ICO platform, if it hits Coin1 anytime soon, it's likely that the volume of trade is going to skyrocket and bring the price up with it. One note of caution to potential investors though. Okay, the total supply of Icon tokens is actually 800 million tokens, not 400 million, which is what it says on CoinMarketCap. So at the moment, they've already minted about 385. If you think that the total supply cap is 400, it's very close. But when you think that the total supply cap is actually 800, then they're still not even halfway there yet. Now, they have said that they will release the other 400 million after mainnet. Mainnet has already happened. And there may be a potential drop in price when this happens. It all depends on how they're going to release it. Now, I'm sure they will not release it suddenly and cause a big drop in the price. I'm sure they'll do it carefully with a plan to prevent this from happening, but it's worth being aware of. I think that the right way to see these extra tokens that have not yet been released is to realize that the extra tokens are needed to accommodate growth and increase traffic on the platform. As the traffic increases, they're going to need more tokens. Actually, now that mainnet is launched, there will be coins, okay, to facilitate the growth in traffic. So I see it as Icons having plans for room to grow and it being a positive thing rather than a negative thing. Now coming to price predictions. Currently the market cap for Icon is 1.7 billion. Oh, sorry, 1.42 billion. Its main competitors that it has to compete with if it wants to be one of the top market presence has got to be Neo and Ethereum. Now, I do believe that it will grow to become a very significant market presence over the next few months as the crypto community becomes more educated and both its platform and the Nexus gets used more. It serves a very, very distinct role in blockchain technology at the moment that no one can compete or even share with. So because it is both a solid platform and it's got this unique Nexus hyperconnecting feature, I actually believe that Icon can catch up to the major platform projects by the end of this year. I think it can catch up with any of the major platforms except maybe Ethereum, because Ethereum is simply a giant. They came into the market very early and they got this ginormous market share at the moment. So besides Ethereum, I think they can match up to any other blockchain platform. The next biggest blockchain platform then would be Neo, and I think that's what Icon has to aim for, and I think potentially catch up to by the end of this year. Now, if we predict that Icon can catch up to where Neo is, okay, currently where Neo is sitting is at a market cap of 7.5 billion. So even if Icon was to catch up to where Neo is currently, okay, by the end of this year, it would be 5.5 times growth, okay? And this is not accounting for the fact that Neo is most likely to grow and the market is most likely going to keep going up in terms of its overall market cap, i.e. to say inflation is going to happen, all right? Conservative predictions, okay, by people in terms of the general market cap and Neo predict that the market will triple, okay, go to 1 to 1.5 trillion, and Neo will be in the top 5, okay. Number 5 now on the market is Litecoin, and he has got a market cap of 11 billion, all right. Triple of that will be just over 33 billion, billion, sorry. So if Icon comes anywhere close to that kind of price by the end of the year, okay, there will be a over 20 times, about 22 times growth, right? So this is an extremely bullish prediction. So a reasonable conservative prediction would be something in the area of 5.5 times growth, which is over 500% growth, and a very, very bullish positive prediction would be somewhere about 20, just over 20, 21, 22 times gain. Okay, now Icon's price at the moment is 369. This is very, very low because at its all-time high, which was just over 1.5 months ago, its all-time price was over $12. So it's down almost 75%. So it's got a lot of room to rebound upwards. Even if we didn't compare with anyone else, just within Icon, okay, it's got a very good chance to triple, almost 4 times itself. And even if we ignore all the figures, okay, ignore all the numbers, how many times, personally, I really believe that Icon at its current low price is a very safe buy. And I believe that if I was to buy it and hodl it until the end of the year, I would see a very good return. So that's it, guys. Those are my thoughts on Icon. I'm not a professional financial advisor. This is just my thoughts on my own crypto journey. Please do your own homework and make your own decisions. If you have any good coins or projects that you would like us to do a review on, do drop us a note in the comments or discussion. Today's review on Icon was actually on the request of a viewer, and I'm so glad that he requested it because it brought my attention back to a coin that had fallen off my radar. And we have, I think, 4 more coins that have been requested to be reviewed, and we will do them. And we want to travel together with you on this crypto journey. So if something, a project, a coin is important to you, it is important to us too. Plus, we know that there are so many good projects in crypto at the moment, it is impossible for us to keep tabs on all of them. So if you have something good, share it with us and we will share it with the rest of the community, and we will try and do a bit of homework on it as well. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like this video, please smash that like and subscribe. It really goes a long way in helping us to build this very young channel. Take care and we will catch you next time.